Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jasmine, if you don't already know that. But yeah, if you're watching this video, I just want to say congratulations, because that means you probably got accepted to a congressional internship, or that means you're thinking of applying to a congressional internship. And if that's the case, like, do it. Like, 10 out of 10 experience. It was so enlightening. I feel like it gave me further insight about like who I am, where I want to be, and like how I'll get there. But yeah, just to give you guys a little bit further insight about like who I am and like why I'm doing this. So I'm currently a chemical engineering major. I did a congressional internship this previous spring 2020, and I managed to land that through CHCI. They're a nonprofit that connects Latino students with congressional offices. It was such an amazing experience. Literally the first week was so enlightening because like they taught us like what to expect, how to handle everything, just basically like the ins and outs of the hill and like how to succeed. And so like when I went to my office, I met a bunch of students from like different states, and going to different events. I also was exposed to other students from different states, and a lot of people weren't given any training before they started, which was kind of nice because that means a lot of offices will just train you themselves, but they won't really like prepare you for like DC culture. So I really just wanted to make a video just to like sum up my experiences and like what I learned from like CHCI and just like other people that I felt like really added value to my experience. But yeah, guys, without any further ado, let's get started. So tip number one, I would say maybe make a list of all the people you want to meet when you're in DC. As you know, DC is full of influential people. So just making a list of people that you would want as like potential mentors, employers, or people to work on projects with just really helps you budget out your time better, and in a way kind of sets you up for the future. So that way you're meeting the people that you need to meet to reach like future positions, goals, or whatever that you need to succeed. And just like an example of this, one of my friends, for example, he wants to be a lobbyist, and so he reached out to different prominent lobbying groups just to ask them like how they reached that point. I reached out to this Latina chemical engineer just to talk to her about her experience. It was just really insightful because I got to hear about someone in the industry, but also someone that came from the same background, just to talk to her about like the challenges she. Yeah, guys. This brings me to my next point. Try to schedule as many coffees with people as you can. Getting coffees with people is something that was constantly being pushed at by like everyone in DC, just because DC is such a people-oriented city. So it's important that you're building relationships with people. And it's actually really nice because you can be inexperienced in something but have like a deep interest, or like just very enthusiastic, and people will see that and they'll help connect you to people that can reach your goal, like can help you reach this like goal you're trying to achieve, or whatever it is. It's just make sure you're building connections and telling people what you're all about, so that way they can help you, because at the end of the day, most people in DC, they're just down to help. Like, it's awesome. I would tell people that I'm interested, that I'm an engineering major, they would be like, oh, I know this and that organization, I can connect you, blah blah blah. Like, it was so amazing. But yeah, this actually brings me to my next point, which is go to everything and anything. Like, you honestly do not know who you'll meet at like whatever event you're at, and it'll seem like the event's kind of random, but like just because it's something you're not interested in doesn't mean the people there aren't super interesting themselves. Like, for example, I went to like a Netflix launch party, and nothing to do with Netflix, but I met so many kids, like so many cool kids from like California. I learned so much from their experiences, and it was just cool connecting with other interns. But yeah, more than anything though, like make sure you're out there, like exposing yourself to like different vibes, just because you don't know who you'll meet and like things you can potentially work on together. um but I know because of Corona it's a little tough, but you should definitely go for it when we can go out again. Yeah, now I want to move on to like tips and tricks for like the actual office, which is also very important. So I would say introduce yourself to everyone and just let everyone know what you're all about. That way they can like properly align you with your interests. So for example, I'm really into sustainability, so my office would always ask me if I want to go to different sustainability hearings. I would work on different research projects revolving sustainable policy. So just me building this relationship with my office, it really helped to shape my experience, because I got to get involved with all these different aspects of sustainability, which I didn't even know were a thing. So it was like really cool. But this also brings me to my next point. just be as enthusiastic as possible, or not, I guess enthusiastic, just be as approachable as possible. Just because something doesn't directly interest you doesn't mean you can't get involved in it. Like, I know I was involved in various like health research policy, or I would go to health hearings, and like I learned so, it was great. And so I would say this is really important too, because anytime you have any free time, it really shows your character when you, instead of spending time on your phone, would just go up to a staffer and ask if you can help them. And people will just see you as that intern they can rely on, and the more they can rely on you, the more responsibilities you'll get. And so once you get more responsibilities, the work starts to feel a lot more meaningful as well. And so I would say, more than anything, just be as optimistic and just open as possible. But yeah, guys, I really hope this helps you guys out. If you guys have any further questions, like, feel free to email me or like contact me through LinkedIn. And yeah, I hope you guys, I wish you guys the best of luck, and